That's why I've proposed investing $150 billion over the next decade in a green energy sector that will create up to 5 million jobs, including many right here in Pennsylvania.
All right, you heard that figure, $150 billion. Barack Obama pulling out all the stops at this Pennsylvania pit stop earlier today, detailing that considerable chunk of change to the billions more he plans to spend to get the economy going and gas prices declining. Now at issue, how the heck he's going to pay for all of this? Terry Keenan's been crunching the numbers and joins us now from Fox News Central. Hey, Terry.
Hi there, Neil. Well, it is a lot of money. Clean, cheap, and plentiful energy. That was the promise from Senator Barack Obama as he made his way through the Keystone State today, trolling for voters in that crucial state primary next month. And what he clearly hopes is a preview of the November election. The Democratic hopeful attacked not only big oil, but his likely Republican opponent.
We need a president who can stand up to big oil and big energy companies and say enough is enough. We're going to finally have an energy policy that serves the American people and not special interests. And make no mistake, this is an area where John McCain is offering a third George Bush term.
Well, but Obama's promise of $2.59 gasoline comes at a very heavy price. To do so, the Illinois senator proposes a massive $150 billion investment in clean energy. Now, that's about 40% of the entire U.S. military budget right now, and a spending tsunami that does not sit well with most economists as the economy tinkers on cheaters, that is, on the brink of recession. Neil?
All right, thank you very much, Terry Keaton at Fox News Central. So is Obama on to something here? Let's ask energy guru Phil Flynn. He's in Chicago, and Republican strategist Edwina Rogers. So, Edwina, doable? He's spending a lot to save a lot?
It sure sounds like it, Neil.
It's absolutely impossible.
Phil first to Edwina. Go ahead.
Okay.
Phil first. Okay, sorry.
No, you. But we could play this Mexican standard throughout. But go ahead, Edwina. I want to hear from you.
All right. Well, I don't know where the U.S. government's going to get $150 billion for. And I don't know, he's missing the obvious problem. It's all about demand and supply. Demand is way up in China, it's way up in India, and he can't fix that by spending $150 billion.
All right, Phil, what do you think?
I think so. It sounds like his plan will push the U.S. economy into a recession. That will lower demand and bring down prices. Come on, Neil. This is not going to solve the problem. It doesn't address the real problem that's happening in this country. It's been a lack of supply, a lack of drilling, and a lack of refinery building in this country. And, you know, this is just more of the same. It sounds like we're demonizing the oil companies once again when we should be supporting the oil companies. It sounds to me like Mr. Obama wants to outsource our energy security to foreign oil companies in China and Russia who are aggressively going after supplies and trying to bring down prices.
Edwina, what do you make of the strategy here to look at alternative fuels besides what we're going through now at a time when the national gasoline average is approaching $3.30 a gallon?
Well, it's perfectly fine to look at alternative fuels, and the major U.S. oil companies are looking at them every day. They're spending billions of dollars doing research on alternative fuels. But also, he has to look at supply, because 15% of the resources in the U.S. are the only ones that can be touched. The rest of them are completely off limits, the wild in Alaska and offshore in the U.S. So he has to look at the supply side also. And he needs to also consider nuclear energy, which he really doesn't touch on at all in his plan. France has done quite a good job with nuclear energy and bringing down their electric energy costs.
You know, Phil, why not have a potpourri? Do it all. You know, look at all the things he wants to look at. Look at more exploration. Do the whole kit and caboodle.
I like it. I mean, listen, the bottom line is there's no one solution to this problem. But he is discounting some of the solutions that are already out there. Like your other guest just mentioned, nuclear power doesn't bring it up, does not want to talk about it. So that's not going to be part of the solution. Then it's part of the problem. Same thing with not drilling in our own hemisphere here. If it's not part of the solution, it's not part of the problem. And you can't go after the energy companies, try to take away their profits and use that to build up a green energy program. What's going to happen is that you're going to raise the cost of energy for everybody involved, and it's going to hurt the U.S. economy.
It would probably be eventually for capping gas at the pump, too, which we know what happens when Carter tried that.
Absolutely. You know, the bottom line is this, Neil. I think right now that we do have an energy problem in this country, and it's not just the cost of gasoline, it's a national security issue. And it sounds like the program that Mr. Obama is only going to make us more reliant on foreign oil, not less. So I think it's a problem.
All right, Phil Flynn, Edwina Rogers, thank you both very much.
Thank you, Neil.
Thanks, guys.